Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few moments before the third quarter gets underway. Despite the 7-point lead posted on the scoreboard for San Miguel Beer right now, this ball game has all the promise of another cardiac affair. So those who are suffering from heart or hypertension problems would do well to go easy on the tube. And I'm specifically beaming this message to our good friend Ibang Jimenez, who is right now confined in hospital on account of hypertension. We hope you will get well soon. And, well, if your ball club wins tonight, maybe it'll do you some good. All right. All clubs are reporting back to the hard court for third quarter hostilities. Incidentally, if you were not around for the final tabulation of the Milo Top 10 last Sunday, we'd like to mention that Benji Paras prevailed in the rookies division, while Mon Fernandez won in the seniors category. And speaking of Milo, I'd like to thank them personally for once again sponsoring the forthcoming trip of my nephew Gerard to compete in the 8th Trofeo Topolino Golf Championship in San Remo, Italy. Now, this is a tournament for boys and girls all over the world with ages 14 and under. Gerard's participation is sponsored by Milo and Honma Golf Equipment, distributed by West Sports. Okay, 67-70, 7-point lead for San Miguel, and the backcourt tandem right now for the white shirts, Hector Calma and Alvin Teng.
Joe, I noticed the Purefoods Hotdogs just came out from the dugout. Now, what Purefoods will have to do also is play with more intensity. You can see intensity written all over San Miguel Beer. They want to win. Purefoods not so. They'll have to do it here in the second half.
Here's Ponte Lalur. Oh. He forced the issue on that one. He dribbled the ball too much and tried to barge right into the path of Bobby Jose, who positioned himself very smartly.
Yes, good defense there. Good stands by Bobby Jose. Bobby Jose picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter, and he's back in the ball game here in the third.
Third quarter is 30 seconds old.
Joe, you saw that pick. Samboy Lim came off it. Nobody fought the pick, and they let Samboy Lim have the open shot for the 2 points. And there, miscommunication. Patrimonio's got to get his game going.
And the San Miguel Beer men are now courting another double-digit spread. They have a 9-point advantage going for them right now. And the rather sloppy action displayed on the Purefoods side of the floor is not helping the Hotdogs any. Reyes against Lastimosa. Here comes another harakiri drive by Elmer. A double-digit spread now going for the first conference champions, looking for their second plum in a row.
Patrimonio lagging behind again.
Elmer Reyes to the rescue.
There were 2 trail jobs by San Miguel Beer. No blue shirts were there to give help defense. And they're just going to collapse completely if they don't come up with more intensity here, Joe, at the start of the third quarter.
All right, let's name names. Alvin Patrimonio needs to put a little bit more intensity into his game. Looks like he hurt me, but then he failed with that jumper. Bakers doesn't lead, still going for San Miguel Beer. Hector Calma shovels it to Reyes, quickly to Alvin Teng. Beautiful ball movement. Alvin Teng right there for the offensive rebound.
Teng getting the jump on Alvin Patrimonio, who had established position. Offensive rebound and the 2 points, and it's a 15-point lead.
Alvin Patrimonio has still a big fat egg across his name in our score sheet. And we have a foul.
Got an early timeout here by Coach Baby Dalupan. We'll be back.
Foul, Lim.
Well, if San Miguel Beer goes on to win the crown tonight, this will be our last face of the day in the Fiesta All Filipino. It belongs to Joanna Manalo, 18 years old, a student at Assumption Convent, second-year BS Management, and she's pulling for San Miguel Beer.
Boy. Jericho Dineras coming to the ball game, Joe, to add more height.
But the situation is somehow getting out of hand here against the Hotdogs.
It's a 10-0 blast actually here at the start of the third quarter. Tinder gets 2 points.
77-62 is still a very impressive 15-point lead going for the Beer men, who have the sweet smell of the championship trophy right within sniffing distance at the moment. With 9:21 to go in the third period, they're ahead by 15.
It's a full court press right now. Let's see how successful they are, because San Miguel has got a lot of fast players down there.
Good steal by Jojo Lastimosa, and to compound their woes, San Miguel Beer have to pick up a foul. Samboy.
Well, that time Jojo was dribbling the basketball. Again, he could have given up the ball because there were 2 blue shirts in front of him. So not much ball movement. Of course, Jojo's a good dribbler, but if that ball went ahead, then maybe they could have gotten the 2 points unmolested.
Right. 77-62.
Okay, illegal defense. That time, it's going to be a T.
That's the
Technical
second
foul sa
infraction.
Miguel Beer. 10 for illegal defense.
Well, Alvin Teng was caught flat-footed. Now, one of the few times, actually, San Miguel Beer is caught playing zone. But they do that, actually, and it's no secret, really. The trick is not to be caught.
Not to be caught. And they do it so well, Joe. Samboy Lim takes a rest at Agustin. Checks back into the ball game. Alvin Patrimonio will get his first point here in the ball game.
And he did it via a technical foul shot, which chopped down the San Miguel Beer lead to 14 markers. Glenn Capaccio will inbound for the Blue Shirts. Low post play. Here is Alvin going to work against a triple team with Alvin Teng, the last line of defense, but somebody else had picked up the foul. That's going to be the third personal for Bobby
Foul,
Jose.
Jose.
Well, so long as San Miguel Beer can keep away from foul trouble, I think they might win the series tonight, unless Purefoods wakes up, Joe, and plays better.
Well, whether they win the series tonight, Mr. Quillo, one thing is certain. I'm going to face this, and I don't need you tonight as a passport because I have no less than our boss man personally supervising the coverage, and I'm going with him.
That's if I'll let you in, because I hear the champion team will go there. Whoever it is, Purefoods or San Miguel, Joe. I'll keep you away.
Oh, tell that to the Marines. 8:46 to go in the third period. 77-65, dozen-point lead for the Beermen. Elmer Reyes with a big smile on his face prepares to inbound.
See, there's shorter players down there because Norman Black knows the press is on. He wants more dribblers. Ato Agustin is one of them. Over the shoulder foul by Bobby Jose. That's going to be foul number 4. And that's what
Foul,
Norman Black,
Jose.
that's not 1.
The turnover. A golden opportunity here for the Purefoods Hotdogs to pare down that deficit to just 10 points, which will put them on a more manageable footing as Alvin Patrimonio finally gets his touch. 77-67. We have the makings here of a rally being mounted by the Hotdogs. Hector Calma finds the door shut to his face by two big men. Alvin Teng goes out to Elmer Reyes. He's in three-point country. Guarded by Jojo Lastimosa. The incursion, the setup for Ato Agustin succeeds beautifully.
That time, Lack was with San Miguel. Reyes bubbled but was able to recover in time.
Quick counter basket by Dindo Pumaren, 79-69. All the Hotdogs are in there. Well, for a moment in the first half, we thought that the starch had been taken out of the Hotdogs, but it looks like they're right back on track. Foul
By Glenn Capaccio it is. Foul number 3 on Glenn.
Capaccio.
Dindo Harencio is going to check into the ball game. Let's see for whom. Not for
Jose.
Dindo.
Capaccio.
It's for Capaccio. Jose also is rested by Tonichi Ituri. So a lot of speed now in that Purefoods squad.
You just saw the figures for backcourt scoring for whatever they're worth. Anyway, here's Hector Calma. Incidentally, I'd like to mention that Ivesnik Nadise, contrary to our earlier report, has not really gone home, but it is highly doubtful whether he can return to the hardcourt because, according to the team doctor, he is suffering from acute indigestion.
Foul, Harencio.
Pino Harencio with his fourth personal.
7 minutes, 36 seconds remain here in the third period. 14 fouls for San Miguel. Purefoods has 3.
Ato Agustin, hounded no end now by Pino Harencio. Here is Ato preparing to make his one-on-one play against Harencio. A double team clamped on him, but he still got away.
Well, Joe, that's the problem now for Purefoods. Ato Agustin, if he sees somebody as tall as him, he's going to go in. He's got a high
Foul,
leap,
Lastimosa.
and he can stay in the air for about 1-2 seconds. There's the foul, there's the leap, and there's a basket.
The foul was debited to Jojo Lastimosa. That's his third, 81-69. Dozen-point lead here for the Beermen. Ato fails to complete his three-point play, and here comes the bullet. Dindo Pumaren, inside heavy traffic. Good setup job for Pino Harencio. Squandered the opportunity, and Alvin Patrimonio looked very unwieldy as he tried to keep the ball alive for the Hotdogs. 81-69 are still the figures posted on the scoreboard with time down to 7 minutes and 11 seconds in the third frame. Hector Calma challenges Dindo Pumaren. Jericho Dinera clears the board easily for the Blue Shirts. They want a fast break attempt, and it's beautifully consummated by Tito.
That time, Dindo asked the ball from Jericho Dinera and went down very quickly, and he found Harencio free. So they'll have to play faster basketball right now, maybe get the points in the fast breaks. Here comes Ato.
The umbrella defense worked magnificently for the Hot Dogs. They're on the run again. Here's Pumaren going for the two. Instead, he'll have to take his points from the line.
So Dindo Pumaren trying to launch a rally for Purefoods. He's been scoring and setting the break in motion.
You know, this ball club is actually a very obedient group because Sef Sarmenta intimated to us during the halftime break that Baby Dalupan told them to really go for the fast break. Just keep on going. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. 81-72. They've managed to chop down the double-digit deficit to just a single figure now. 9 points. And Dindo Pumaren has one more crack coming to him. Time left, 6:39. We're still in the third canto. 5 team fouls for the rear men against only 4 for the Hot Dogs.
8 points by Dindo Pumaren, 6 here in the third period.
The Hot Dogs desperately trying to stave off the coming of night, trying to survive for another game. Hector Calma directing traffic from the right wing. Coming out of the baseline, Tonichi Ituri is fouled by Alvin Patrimonio.
No, actually by Tito Harencio. Well, I see Harencio's point because he just raised his arms in the paint and Ituri was cutting in. 5th personal for Harencio.
And Al Solis is about to relieve Pito Harencio. Nobody had to tell Pito to leave the court. He knew he was being recalled. 81-73, 8-point lead for San Miguel. Well, actually, the Hot Dogs have already made some headway in the direction of a rally. That deficit once stood at what? 17 points?
17 points from a 7-point halftime deficit.
We're approaching the halfway point of the third period. 5 team fouls apiece. Here's Hector Calma. Ato Agustin, the 2 small men of San Miguel Beer, want to continue to wreak havoc on the defenses of the Hot Dogs. This time, Al Solis is turn to give up the foul. His third.
Ato Agustin is a kind of a player, Joe. When you tell him to go for it, to shoot, make the points, he will score. And that's what his teammates are looking for. Look, they're giving to Ato again, trying to isolate him one-on-one.
Well, this guy is undoubtedly a very coachable performer.
He's a gunner, all right, Joe.
Ours not to reason why. Ours but to do or die into the valley of death. Went Elmer Reyes. 83-73. Back to a double-digit advantage for San Miguel Beer. Okay, hold it, fellas, says Mr. Ledesma. And look at Ato Agustin grimacing in pain. Or is it fatigue? Well, he probably got into the red basket.
He's got to jump up and down now.
Yes, he will have to. But he's probably embarrassed about doing that, so he'll just have to bear the pain.
Ouch.
Bite the bullet, so to speak.
Ouch. Well, there should be an injury timeout for Ato. But anyway, the game continues.
Everybody figures him to be an Iron Man. Patrimonio takes a leisurely shot. Solis at closer range. Patrimonio's turn again, and this time he puts it in.
That's only an 8-point lead. If the Purefood Hot Dogs squad puts their hearts to it, Joe, I think they'll be able to come back in the fourth quarter.
Well, they really have to psych themselves into believing that they have to take each game as it comes. Forget about that 3-1 deficit.
Oh. The baseline was given Elmer, and he scores. Whoops.
Oh, that kind of an error is not going to help their cause one bit. Watch that again in slow-mo.
Might have been too low a pass by Dindo.
Another opportunity down the drain for the Hot Dogs. And here's Hector Calma. Hector has been the bane of the Hot Dogs' existence right from the start of this championship series. Solis welcomed the ball with open hands. Didn't even bother to say thank you. Keeps on going. Now pulls up. They're going to have to settle down to a half court. Look at that. That was a steal, but the Beermen were quick to come down on defense.
A foul by Agustin on Dindo Pumaren.
Foul,
So that's
Agustin.
a fourth for Ato Agustin.
Just going to be a sideline inbound for the blue shirts. Jojo Lastimosa doing the honors from the left sideline this time with time down to 4:42 in the third period. Everybody knows San Miguel is already in penalty, while Purefoods is not really that far from it. Only one shy of the limit. Pumaren, Jojo Lastimosa and three-point country. The lob pass. Oh, great ball movement, but
Al Solis didn't expect that. Would have been a perfect play by Purefoods.
I am now choking on my words. I said great ball movement. No movement in the scoreboard. Still a 10-point lead going for the mighty Beermen. 4:24 left in this third period. Elmer Reyes. Okay, they've cleared the right side of the court for him. But he too,
Well, too many fakes.
well, that kind of a move can backfire too. Alvin Patrimonio confronted by Tonichi Ituri. A tall jumper by Alvin.
You know, Alvin should take advantage of the situation that Mon Fernandez is not in the ball game.
Well, so far, Norman Black has kept him in cold storage because he sees no need for his presence on the floor. His present unit is doing extremely well, maintaining that lead. But this may be another opening for the Hotdogs.
Offensive foul, Calma.
Third personal for Hector Calma. And that's the cue for El Presidente to check right back into harness.
Agustin gets a big hand from the crowd. Now 3 tall men again for San Miguel Beer. Teng, Ituri, and Fernandez, and then Reyes and Calma.
You know, this ploy of having triple towers on the floor most of the time has worked wonderfully for Norman Black in this series. And we have another turnover.
Yes, that was a good double team effort on the part of Calma, and Jericho Dinera touched that ball last.
2 Hotdogs disputing the rebound. Jericho Dinera winning out. They're down by 8, 85-77. 3-point shot, Al Solis. Can you imagine the outburst that would have been heard from the Purefoods fans if he had connected with that one? The lead would have gone down to just 5 markers.
Yes, earlier Ituri got the defensive board while boxing out again Alvin Patrimonio.
Hector Calma, top of the key. Tunichi Ituri. Elmer Reyes shakes loose.
Foul given up by Dindo Pumaran.
So now they too are in penalty. They just hit penalty
Yes, they
now.
just hit penalty, so succeeding fouls will send them to the line. There's the foul by Dindo.
Great angle for a slow-mo shot. Hector Calma to Mon Fernandez. Okay, the familiar matchup right from the start of this championship showdown is unfolding again. Mon Fernandez, very Codinera, and El Presidente continues to assert his savvy and his experience against the younger Codinera.
The deliberate foul that will be called on Mon Fernandez.
That's going to be his 4th personal. San Miguel right in front of a 10-point lead, and there's the official announcement of the deliberate foul slapped on Mon Fernandez. And of course, where there's a deliberate foul, automatically there's also a warning, and we have a timeout.
Timeout, San Miguel Beer.
All right, we have a young, beauteous movie star here at ringside, Christine Garcia. You know her. Christine, are you making a movie now?
Yes, we're gonna start Utang na Dugo with Bong Revilla on 2nd week of September.
Okay, and it's gonna be released when? October pa.
Maybe November.
All right, good luck to you, Christine.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the panel.
This is right as when we get all the pleasant jobs around here. Why do I get stuck with guys like Wakatrillo? 87-79 is the count. 2 minutes and 47 left in the third period. 8-point lead for San Miguel Beer. Al Solis. Beautiful incursion inside.
Don't look now, but the rally is really working for Purefoods. More aggressive play now.
You know, this is the same kind of an offensive pattern that they employed towards the close of the second period, which was very, very astutely pointed out to me by Mr. Bobon Villas. The way Purefoods is really setting up for those individualistic incursions by going on a 4-cornered offense.
There's the foul by Alvin Teng, 3rd personal.
Foul, Teng.
And that's going to send Alvin Patrimonio to the line for 2. Both squads in penalty now. Bam, there.
87-81, just a 6-point lead for San Miguel Beer, and Alvin Patrimonio, he seems to have hit his stride in this third period. While he was held to zilch in the first half, he has already contributed 9 points in this quarter. Now looking for his 10th.
He's a 78% shooter from the free throw line and has averaged close to 24 points a game here in this series.
And if he connects with his second charity as well, it'll be just 2 baskets separating Purefoods and San Miguel Beer in game number 5.
But keep in mind that Mon Fernandez has 4 personals against him.
And we still have 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third period, as well as all of 12 minutes in the final quarter. Look at the defense of Purefoods. Sag on Mon Fernandez. Everybody and his brother, including the little guy, really ganged up on Mon Fernandez. And here is Ramon trying to check if Chin is still intact.
Right.
Watch that again, slow-mo. Look at this.
Solis who... Oh, Solis really giving Mon Fernandez the open fist.
But you know, it would have been a classic defensive posture were it not for that contact by Al Solis. Juan Fernandez aiming carefully. Not all the body English in the world could coax that ball in that time. Now he's going to try Ilonggo. No, that's not his language. Oh, that's not his dialect.
That.
Hey, that's a nasty gash. I didn't notice that earlier.
No,
That's a nasty gash.
Al Solis, really, I told you, Joe, very hard foul.
But Mon Fernandez is not asking for an injury timeout. He's just letting that blood flow freely on his nose. In the meantime, San Miguel Beer's lead is down to 5 points. A double team, a trap defense on Alvin Patrimonio results in a foul by Alvin Teng.
Fourth foul also on Alvin Teng.
Foul Teng.
Foul trouble. Catching up now with boom. You saw that in your face slow-mo of ours.
Now it's Alvin Patrimonio throwing the stripe. He's done magnificently from his last trip there, and he's still going 100% in the second half as far as foul shooting is concerned, and already he's got 12 points across his name in our ledger. 13. Don't look now. This is the closest Purefoods has gotten to San Miguel Beer since the Beermen exploded with that 10-0 blast midway in the second period.
It's Pumaran against Pumaran right now.
The Pumaran brothers playing on opposite sides of the fence. Alvin Teng at the left wing. Juan Fernandez stopping the key against Jerry Cucinera. Tonichi Ituri has the ball. Banging body now with Alvin Patrimonio. 1 second. Well, the shot would have counted if it had gone, but it didn't. So as it were, the horn automatically went off. And here is Dick Natise, whom we did not expect to be able to get back onto the hardcourt.
Well, he has to play because Teng has 4 personals. Mon Fernandez has 4 personals too.
88-85, just a 3-point lead now for San Miguel Beer. Al Solis firing from 3-point country. Anemic shot, and he's complaining about an alleged foul. Backcourt pressure by Dito Pumare on his own brother. A good pick set up by Tonichi Ituri. Elmer Reyes, they've cleared the right side of the court for him. Help defense coming from Jojo Lastimosa. Ives Dignatise loses the ball inside heavy traffic. Fast break being fashioned out by the blue shirts. Dindo Pumarin, fouled by his own brother. Hard foul by the elder Pumarin.
Yes, on younger brother Dindo.
Foul.
But, you know, I think San Miguel needs either a Samboy Lim right now or an At Agustin. It's razzle-dazzle kind of play, and those two players fit the role.
Don't you notice, Rocky, every time these two brothers foul each other, it's always a hard foul. Well, Dindo just told his kuya, susumbong kita sa nanay. 55 ticks left in the third period. 88-85 with the middle of a searing rally by the Hotdogs. But it was stopped dead in the strikes there.
All important charities now being taken. Actually, Dindo Pumaran was the one who started that rally for his team.
The Hotdogs struggling mightily to live to fight for another day. 0 from the line that time by the younger Pumarin. Still a 3-point lead for the Beermen. Timed out of 48 seconds in the third period. This time it's Dindo's turn to foul Kuya.
Foul Pumarin.
4 personals for Dindo Pumaran. Jericho Diniera and Solis also have 4 each.
Well, we will see now if the elder Pumarin is a better foul shooter than Dindo.
Actually, both Pumaran brothers are good foul shooters.
Pumarin.
Well, Baby Kalupan doesn't exactly like this fraternal matchup, this sibling rivalry, so he sends in Glenn Capaccio instead to take on Franz Pumarin.
Right, and I think he wants to reserve Dindo for later on in the fourth half, though. Fourth quarter, excuse me.
Fourth half, huh? 90-85. You're figuring on working 4 halves, Mr. Tilio. You'll be doing it alone. 37 seconds left in the third period. Codinera against Ituri. Bullseye.
The fadeaway work that time. Now what Purefoods will have to do is concentrate even more now on defense.
Just a 3-point lead for San Miguel Beer. Mighty comeback by the Hotdogs. Elmer Reyes at the right wing. Glenn Capaccio trying his darndest best to block his path. Ives Dignatise momentarily open. Juan Fernandez soaring high for the rebound. Missing. Elmer Reyes astern. Still no soap. All of a sudden, the Beermen collectively forgot how to shoot that ball.
That's going to send someone to the line, however.
Patrimonio.
Well, they got a consolation prize, though, with Alvin collecting his, how many personals? Only his second personal.
Elmer Reyes, 50% from the free throw line in this series, 12 out of 24.
Clock has been stopped at 11 seconds. That's the exact time remaining in the third period. 10 points, 19 points. Those are his stats.
12 out of 25. He's really been off here in this series as far as free throws are concerned.
Well, I'm not surprised. A lot of these players have very slippery fingers, and it's not because of the tension either. The collective body heat of more than 12,000 people here at the Ultra.
There will be still two more, an extra free throw given because Lastimosa, I think, wanted to get in the lane ahead of the other players, though.
All right,
He was
lane
stepping,
violation
yes.
by Jojo Lastimosa.
He was stepping there.
So it's now 91-87. Certainly a more comfortable lead for San Miguel. Just 1 out of 3 there for Elmer Reyes. 6 seconds to go. 3-point shot. Solis again deflected. Lastimosa is right there. And they're just within breathing distance at 91-89 as the third quarter expires. We'll be ready with the final chapter right after this.